start with your opening statement.
Yeah, I said it from the very beginning. In pregame, my concern was they're 4-5 in Colonel and Lampkin. They did a really, really good job. They were efficient. Like, look at both those guys. They were 13 for 18 from the floor. They finished around the rim, and look what they shot from the free throw line. So, I mean, that's the difference between, the teams that we've had here in the past. We've really struggled interiorly. Got it defensively and also offensively. This is a third loss that we've been up 2 possessions in the fourth quarter and we've lost. That hasn't happened in this program. So we got to regroup. We got to get better this week. But hand it to North Texas. I thought Jason does a phenomenal job with his group. Very good basketball coach. His kids play hard. I thought we did a really, really good job on the glass, just keeping them in single digits, offensive rebounding. The turnover issue wasn't there, but we took 20 more shots, and you lose. You took 20 more shots and you lose at home. It's a different situation for us, without a doubt.
I have a couple of questions.
Sure.
And they're not typical Leo questions, because I don't think like he does. But number 5 seemed to sit out the whole first half of the game.
Who's that?
Number 5?
For us?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she had 2 fouls.
Oh, okay. I don't read those boards up there as fast as some people do, so I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I'm just wondering what it is.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep. She's our leading scorer, and, unfortunately, she had those 2 fouls, and she sat a majority of that second quarter because it was a 1-possession game, tie game, and I didn't want her to pick up a third in the second quarter.
Total sense.
She's a very good basketball player. The ball didn't go in for her tonight. But I thought North Texas had a lot to do with that.
They didn't seem to be on your side.
Yeah, they did a good job defending her and finding her in their zone.
Right. Something I've always wondered. What is the hardest job you have?
The hardest job?
Literally, when you're coaching a team, especially
Every day or in the game?
that decision's going to be yours. But overall, I mean, you've got to teach them how to. They supposedly know how to play, but you have to teach them how you want them to play.
Well,
You've got to correct
I
mistakes
just,
that you see.
I think the biggest thing, everybody talks about, our supporters, our fans are great, and I think we're in a different situation because I don't know, what are we now, 11 and what? 11 and what, 8, 9? So, we haven't lost back-to-back conference games in 4 or 5 years. Now we've lost 3 in a row. So, yeah, we're in a different situation. But, as the head coach, I'm still, I'm the general manager of this team as well. And don't forget, we lost 2 draft picks from last year and our leading scorer.
Right.
And, I thought when you put a team together, I knew, certain guys, what they were going to be able to do and what they were not going to be able to do. And, once Sammy went down, I thought, Vicky and Romi being a transfer and playing a new position, and Vicky being a freshman and putting the numbers that she's put up, right? And I know today she didn't shoot the ball well, but we got a lot of guys on this team that have a lot of experience that played last year. And I thought we'd be better. We're not. So, I think if you really, you look at our losses, and you look at the fourth quarter, our shot selection and the shots that we've taken, right? We have a really small room for error. Do you understand? We can't have 1 or 2 guys play really well offensively and then the rest of the team shoot under 30%. That's a big problem. But I thought today we competed on the glass. We got 16 offensive rebounds. We held them to single digits. The turnover issue wasn't there. I thought we played a lot harder, but we had a lot of we had 3 or 4 breakdowns in the first quarter on some of the things that we did defensively, that if they don't score there, then we're up 5 or 6 at half, right? Now it's a totally different game, and what some guys don't understand and some teams understand better than others is valuing every possession. And this team hasn't figured out that possession 1, 30, 50, and 78 are just as important. And this team has not figured that out.
Can't you help them get along with that or learn that?
Well, apparently I'm not doing a very good job. So, with that, but, you know, all you continue to do is continue to coach and try and get them right. And if they can't get it right, you know, there'll be some tough decisions to make later, you know. But, you know, we need to be better.
Normally I'm a photographer, so I see the games a little bit different than people like Leo and,
Right.
and coaches and stuff. And one thing that I'm noticing, girls are just starting to eye contact with each other, and they seem to be getting more in tune with each other as far as to how they're wanting to do the next play. I mean, it's a look, and if you're not looking for it, you can't really see it. But they seem to be getting in tune a lot better. And that may not be what you're thinking, but through my glass, I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad you are. Is that good? We're good?
We're good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit, and I'm gonna push play, and I'm gonna run this off the cuff. I'm not Leo, okay? Leo's got questions in his head like this, that's what he does. I'm most of a photographer, and I capture your guys' games when you're playing, and I love it, I love it. As you heard me just tell the coach, I'm noticing throughout the games that you guys are making more eye contact with each other. And you seem to be reading what the other person is telling you. And on your team. And that's a big deal, because as time goes on and the more you play, the better you guys are going to be as a team, because that continuity between you. Have you noticed that at all? Is it just me, something I'm seeing through my glass?
I think there's like a basketball language, an unspoken basketball language as a basketball player. So you might see it from the outside, you know, because it's like from the outside in. But when we do it, I think we don't really pay attention. Sometimes I can look at Carla, so she will take the shot or she'll cut back door. And some of us has better communication, you know, but we don't do it intentionally.
Well, you seem to be, because I think I saw one where it was just a look. You almost like did this with your nose, and the girl cuts by, and I don't know all the technical words, but the girl that tried to run around ended up on the floor, and I was laughing. I saw that was intentional, in not in a way to hurt anybody.
Right.
But y'all just knew. And what do you think about things like that?
Yeah, I think it's the chemistry that we have right now. That's true that,
Growing in
yeah, that's true
Yeah.
that we don't note that, but of course I know that if Romi catches the ball, she would dribble and pull up or something like that. So of course we know against each other.
What's your favorite part of the game?
I don't know.
Shooting, or offense or defense?
Defense.
Defense.
Defense. I prefer defense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We have time for one last question.
That was my last question. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.